with their transition game, they've been able to get 2-1 and sometimes 3-1.
Kind of switched offenses back and forth. There's a jam.
Tisdale. Pierce. Now Tisdale. Little beats Tisdale. Look out. The field goal count.
Over the outstretched fingertips of Combs there. He'll come up. Clark comes in. He plants. He's got position. Tisdale's trying.
Jones for Tisdale. Now Tisdale making his presence felt. Little drives. Tisdale. The kicker. Jones.
I guess Jones felt it.
Here's Pennell. Tisdale.
Oh. Batted away and saved 2 points. I go back to Tisdale on that. Most young kids want to put the ball.
We're calling the year of the dream. State Flyers, a year of dreams. Sooner substituted a little more earlier than we expected. John Gandy.
You know, watch how he shoots the ball quick. He doesn't bring the ball down. Now, some people would say, oh, he makes it look easy, but that's not easy. That's
Blake not happy with that result. Underneath, Tisdale hooks. And it drops. Between those teams, the advantage clearly to Oklahoma. There's one example there. Tisdale rebounding as Johnson let it fly. McAllister. Tisdale.
Tisdale's in pain with that ankle. Look at you.
Underneath Tisdale, and he hits. But as he comes down, a grimace again. He is hurting.
And Tisdale's moving better, too.
And he makes the shot.
He really wants that ball inside. Now his ankle doesn't
Go off the bench Thursday night. And was a real contributor here today. Tisdale, turnaround jumper. The big left hand.
Three-pointer. They're still not out of this.
Tisdale hits the...
Tim, I know you're a good low post defender, but even you couldn't stop Wayman Tisdale when he gets you.
Davis into Tisdale. That'll be 2 normally.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, he didn't get it 3.
Watch Linwood Davis come in here now. Comes in to help on defense. Sets right in there. Grayer up in the air. Tisdale makes the block. Back at the guard. Now they plays forward or guard.
Johnson and Tisdale. 11 and a half to play in the first half. Checked by Hill. Tommy Tubbs gets it into Wayman Tisdale, and he scores it.
But he's in no man's land. He's between guarding Kennedy and not covering on Tisdale down deep to throw it in. Tisdale gets it in, takes it home after the initial burst of the press, which kind of surprised all of that guy.
Knocked up underneath. Moss put it up again. No good. Tisdale comes out, shovels it to Tubbs. 3-on-1.
Oh.
And a beautiful. Sitting it out in foul trouble right now for Iowa State. Pass in under Tisdale. Looks like they had that one set up here. And there he is. Tisdale wouldn't go. Tisdale gets it back. Scores! And a foul on Moss. 5 minutes to play. Tisdale inside. Misses. Taps it up. Gets it back. Scores again.
Oh, look at him right now. Watch this Kennedy. Quick as soon as his hands sees Tisdale down underneath. One dribble, back up to left hand, and up and around the rim for 2.
Inside Tisdale. Beautiful drop step. Ending game has not hurt them at all. They come out playing well. Tisdale. Now deep, and that's all. Baseline Tisdale.
Get Nolan one motion, so he gathers himself and now goes up strong and completes the play. Took it. It was still too quick. They need to run more time off the clock.
Tisdale again.
There's the finesse. David Johnson backs in on Greer. Tisdale is there again. He missed it, but he's got it again. He reloads. He walked to the ball.
With a nice follow. Gary, we have a one-point ball game.
Here's Tisdale adding to it. A shot that time. Follows again to Tisdale. Tisdale again. That's his first point since the free throw shooter. 7 of 12 and he missed it. Rebound Tisdale. He's fouled.
Kennedy, McAllister, or Tisdale, pardon me, with a hook shot is good. McAllister for Kennedy. Tisdale.
He went right over Derek Sanders.
Nice comeback by Illinois State. Tisdale, turnaround.
Went in trouble.
Alley-oop. Perfect.
Stefanovic, and this is a forgivable slam. Foul line jump shots.
Tisdale, turnaround.
Money in the bank. They're off. He's got him deep. If possible.
Sooners have hit 5. Tisdale.
Duncan.
Tisdale getting lots of attention in there.
Oh. Basketball. Let me go to work. Turn. Get squared. Oh. That's all.
Anthony Bowie for Tisdale. Tisdale double team, still hits it.
And you saw stuff.
Inside to Tisdale. Horn from Pekin, Illinois, finding Braxic. Tisdale.
Linwood Davis. Alley-oop.
Perfect strike from Kennedy. Tisdale. And why not? Keeping them within 5 of the Oklahoma Sooners. The winner advances against Louisiana Tech in the regionals in Dallas.
Tisdale's overtime. Now it's in. Now it isn't. Now it is basket with 3 seconds left. Beating up Stoster to Bowie. Up. Tisdale. First basket of the game. Turned it over 10 times. Oklahoma 8 times. Alley-oop. What a play. Wayman Tisdale.
Watch it again. They say he's 6'9". I think he's closer to 6'8", but look at his leaping ability. That makes him 6'9" or 6'10".
To open the second half, Oklahoma gets it down. Tisdale inside. Turnaround goes. Wayman Tisdale.
He's a big, tall guy with small feet. Boston, incidentally, leading the Knicks by 19 after 3.
Carr draws his third. And he'll have to leave. Person ahead for Fleming. Here's Tisdale for the jumper. It's good. 47-45. Fleming drops it down now for Tisdale. Back to Fleming cutting. The hook is good. Nice play by Vern Fleming. As he gets the foul call, although contact appeared to be there. And the Hawks made a mistake on the last trip down.
Open shot. It's going to be there all afternoon. Rebound. Oh, my. What a break that was. 2 of the Bulls, Oakley and Corsi, to Chuck. Back to Clint inside to Wayman. Good. He'll go to the line.
That was great. Here's the entry pass into Wayman. If he can get in that deep, he's going to score.
Told to get off the floor. I don't want you out here practicing. So while this club has also lost now.
Here's Fleming. There's another offensive rebound. This time it's Tisdale with it.
To McHale for the opening basket. Celtics leading 2-0. Tisdale from outside ties the game.
They pushed him out further than he wanted to be, caused him to put it to the floor once.
Wow. Not getting any second shot opportunities.
Ramsey switched defense, came out of that timeout. Good, will get into problems. Tisdale.
Nice job by Stefanovic.
The bounce on the rim twice now. Tisdale inside. A strong 6'7", who normally isn't as active as we've seen him so far tonight inside. He is the...
There's this matchup you were talking about between Long and Whitman. Nice pass to Tisdale tonight for Atlanta. Hawks 13-6 with 8:30 to go in the quarter. 13-8 now. Kicks it out to Herb Williams. Long range. Rebound, Tisdale. Close second if that's the case. Tisdale over contact. Tisdale. They've fallen behind. Here's another example of what he just pulled off. He gets the ball, good position. You can see him thinking offense foul all the way. He caught it. Atlanta running. This is exactly what Atlanta wants to do. Go this way, go that way. We had 5 field generals out there. They get it to Tisdale, who continues scoring. He's got 18. Tisdale. The switch as Stefanovic sets a screen for Person. Tisdale.
For the shot from here is Long. Who is Long? Rebound Tisdale. 20 seconds to go. First half. Tisdale. Combination of Daniels and Twardzik handle the team. Tisdale. The nice and Skiles on the steal. Tisdale. For the showtime from Wayman Tisdale.
Hartley back finally for Dallas.
Tisdale. 102 front along with Walker and Green, and Green had turned his head, so Tisdale got the step. Bill tuned in at this point. Either love basketball. Nothing to do.
Well, Wayman, did this crowd make you feel wanted or what?
Definitely, you know, I was optimistic and kind of scared of what's going to happen, but it really made me feel good.
You guys haven't had up to this point a legitimate true center.
Well, and that's making it very tough on the inside because everybody's able to come back in and double down pretty easily because of that. But we're finding ways to hope.
In the front court, it's Tisdale all the way to the hoop and lays it in. From the right side, left of the lane is Tisdale against King. Fadeaway jumper, good. Game is tied as Wayman around an Ellison screen, takes it down the lane. Left corner shot by Tisdale is in.
Wayman Tisdale.
Wayman Tisdale. Here's Tisdale against Sanders. Nice flip by Wayman Tisdale. Got underneath on Jeff. Here is Tisdale inside, muscles the shot up good, and a foul on King. The drive to the left, and Jordan shadows it. And it goes to Tisdale again. Turnaround shot, rimming good for the left side. Wayman. Now Del Negro has it outside left. Inside turnaround shot, Tisdale is in. Wayman Tisdale connecting. Tisdale has it against King, right of the lane. Tisdale rumbles down the lane, scoop shot is in. Boy, there it gets to Jordan. 10 to shoot, Michael to the hoop, has the shot blocked, and Sacramento comes away. Ball out front against Paxson. Right side, it's Tisdale. Quick drive along the baseline. He lays it in. Wayman pressure. Ainge in the backcourt. A lob ahead to Carr. Carr feeds it underneath to Tisdale for the dunk. No problem with 12 seconds. Ainge holding to the left. They dump it into Tisdale. Low left turnaround jumper. Got it with 7.7.
They played him off the blocks, but he was able to hit that fadeaway.
Is in the mode to try to score a bundle of points, and he is capable of doing so.
He wound up with 19 against the Warriors, who had won 5 straight, then lost last night. The Kings going for 4 straight on the road. Tisdale plus the
Tisdale has had his own way against Golden State. Seems to just elevate his play. He got going a little later in the game.
Right before the Detroit Pistons game. Nice move by Wayman Tisdale. And since it's heading to the grateful 23-14, 19-point lead for the Kings. Tisdale all over Torber. 37. Spud Webb to Tisdale.
And looking at the lead in Muggsy Bogues and Spud Webb. Spud Webb gets an assist to Wayman Tisdale, built in the NBA, but no bigger heart.
And Wayman Tisdale, Chris Mullen with 14 of his 22 in that third period.
The right is Spud Webb. Coming out to pick is Tisdale. Webb to Tisdale out high. Good jump shooter from 15. He'll let it go. Pick. Siphons it over to Simmons. He pumps it low. Tisdale totally turns in the lane and rifle turned away on a jump switch covered by Cage. Webb outside now sprints into the lane. Draws the deep. Dishes into Tisdale for the easy left-handed flush. Squares off. Faces off on McKee. Double team down to Tisdale. 15-footer floats it up and he got it. Tisdale's got 10. Sonics are coming up. They're resting in Seattle. Double team down low. Simmons to Tisdale. There he is. 15 again. Bang. Tisdale with 12. Twice they've hooked up on that.
Carl Smith. Tisdale. Sacramento is 6th in the NBA, averaging just under 109 points per game. And Tate from the field, 12 points. Kings lead now by 4. Tisdale. Quick
perimeter game going. It could be a very long night for the Kings. Here's Tisdale from the 17-foot range against Provo. He's got his first opportunity.
Wayman in his 9th year out of Oklahoma, the first player in college basketball history to be first-team All-American in his first 3 years, and will grow up to be an advertising agency copywriter. Nice move by Sacramento. That is my fact for the day and night. Tisdale gets inside, and the Knicks now lead. Pathetic. Tisdale. So the Knicks are prior to this afternoon. Nice spin by.
Top of the screen, you see rather exasperated. Tisdale, nice pass from Webb. Sacramento 6 of 11 from the floor. Trying to add on, and they do so. Wayman Tisdale with a little tizzy flip. Webb, he was pumped, no whistle. Come on, Del Negro hit him right across the top. So back at home, they're having good times with good friends. Drink responsibly, because friends know when to say when. That's a reminder from your friends at Budweiser. Scoreboard, he was scoreless here in the third. Tisdale against Robinson. Oh, nicely done.
Tisdale is so tough.
Gets taped up. He got fouled.
Good dish by Perry. Wayman on a square up. Wayman Tisdale.
This is a player that you've always really liked his skills, and we'll find out how he responds to some
Resiliency after taking a big tumble. Danny Ainge came in and gave him an early lift, and then Tisdale took over.
Well, the second unit gave the opportunity.
And we are back live, 28-27. Blazers lead by 1. Tisdale from Person.
So far in this quarter, the Suns have been able to move the ball, get shots for people in areas where they can.
Reasons that Paul Westphal is reluctant to play Wayman Tisdale.
Barkley gets the double. Tisdale, who's only 1 of 7 shooting the last 2 games, gets that one. That's going to help his confidence.
And it's exactly what the doc not available to Rudy Tomjanovich in Game 5.
Off it comes to Tisdale, and Tisdale getting the assist.
This game reminds me of, you're going to see Wayman Tisdale here. A nice screen and roll, good unselfish pass, and a great finish by Wayman Tisdale.
Haynes leads past the mark. Good look. Right underneath for the easy jam.
The Suns are soft defensively. Guys are getting exactly what they want. Tisdale likes that shot. Tisdale, a scoring machine at times. With his elbow by Popeye Jones. Popeye's filling it up, and there is Tisdale off. Last few games for Phoenix. Inside to Wayman Tisdale. His hook shot will fall, and the foul on Lauren Meyer. Double-digit lead and a 16-point turnaround, and that's what they get, and the foul.
This kind of took him by surprise.
KJ dumps it out. Tisdale with his favorite face-up jumper from 17. Got it. And look, here's Tisdale leaking out, and he's caught the Kings napping, and it's a 7-0 start for the Phoenix. Finley measures, fires to Tisdale, the turnaround, and Wayman Tisdale, as he's done so many times. Tisdale now against Olden Colonies. Backs into the paint, goes to the Tizzy flip and convert. KJ loses the ball, grabbed by Tisdale. He's got the bucket with 9 points.
Purdue did start this hollering at him about swinging those elbows on the rebound. Now, you're supposed to snatch with your whole upper torso.
In on some little guy. Wayman Tisdale picks up a loose ball and hits. KJ, oh, nice pass for Tisdale.
Initially, we'll back it out, and then this spurt right to the basket. The defense has to collapse, and when you're coming to the hoop, when you got big
match up with for Phoenix underneath. Tisdale fouled and got the basket. And the Spurs lead by 3, 68-65. Give and go, and the bucket and the foul.
From David Robinson very much. He's showing it more, but Tisdale finishing so very strongly.
Drive, misses, Tisdale rebound. Wayman no whiz, gets the offensive rebound.
Tisdale fires on Walker. 7 to shoot. Kevin Johnson leads it for Tisdale. And there he is, open again. Wayman Person. Michael works it all the way to the hoop, and then he's tied up.
He beats a good defender there, Wesley Person. No foul.
55 left in the overtime. Works away from Harper. Tisdale, an open shot from out front, and Phoenix shooter normally. Merced had it blocked by Tisdale out of bounds with 11. Here's Kidd on the move into the lane. Off to Tisdale. He lays it in. The game is over. Phoenix has the win in overtime.
Who are 3-1 against the Sonics in playoff action in America West.
Kidd has to penetrate. He got the ball down low. Tisdale with 7 on the shot clock from Hot Rod Williams.
Good defense by Johnson that allowed that block.
Wayman Tisdale. So that's a 4-point turn. And it's because